It's another Cajun Classic Cars TV car show of the week with Labor Day week. We're getting together with these fine folks, and they didn't mind talking with us on a holiday. I've got Elise and Randy with us, and how you guys doing today?
I'm good.
A little warm, good.
Well, good, especially when you got a cool car like that behind you, Randy. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But
Yeah,
but in the meantime, Elise, you and I connected to talk about this Saturday, the 6th, and a car show you guys are having in Denham, the Marche Car Show. Just tell us a little bit about it.
So we have normal Marche farmers markets every other weekend of the month, but we like to do big events. And with school coming in, I'm doing a back to school bash, and I want to do something to get, the whole family out. So what's better than a car show? We did this last year. I believe it was in the summertime last year, though.
yes,
Very hot. It was very hot. Very so hot. We decided to do it, in September when it wasn't 110 outside with the sun beaming. But we had a great turnout last year. 40, 45 cars.
Something like
that. It was a lot.
Really?
We had a phenomenal turnout. I was blown away.
When that was registered, you had probably 20 more that didn't register yet.
And it just gets the whole family out there. Mom gets to go shop. Dad and grandpa can go look at the cool cars. And then we have a whole kids zone with the petting zoo and stuff for the kiddos.
Well, that sounds awesome. So for those that may be interested in the farmers market stuff, we'll divert a little bit and talk about that. Tell us how often that happens.
So that is the first and third Saturday of every month. We have Marche in the Park Facebook public page, and that's where all our dates are. We have 2 more large events coming. We have hot air balloons with a Halloween trick or treat October 25th, which is an evening market. So you can do balloon rides with trick or treating, and then our big Christmas one. We have DJ Rhett coming, Tim Email, who's a chef from around here. So we do our normal first and third Saturday, and then we have our large events as well.
For the Marche Back to School Car Show, of course, going on Saturday. And tell everybody, we know it's in Denham, but tell everybody exactly where it's at for those that might be traveling from around the state.
So the car show is at North Park off of Eden Church. I believe it's 30372 Eden Church Road. There will be signs directing you. We are literally in the middle of the park. It's a big open field. You will see a bunch of cars in the front and the tents in the back. You can't miss it. Between the flags, the signs, and then if you pass us up, you have to be blind because you're going to see it on your right-hand side.
And a lot of other events going on while the car show is going on, like you said, farmers market stuff, things for the kids. And so tell us a couple of things you'll have for the kids.
So for the kids, we have inflatables, we have a face paint, a balloon artist, a petting zoo, a train ride, and we are bringing the exotic animals out. Now, the exotic animals is for Dream Day Foundation. So they're coming out to have people take the pictures and meet the animals, but you make a donation and it all goes to the Dream Day Foundation.
A good cause and a good time. So, Randy, I hear you're going to be helping judge with this. What are some of the things when you judge that you look for in a car show?
Well, in this one, it's the local shows like this are kind of just preparation, cleanliness, presentation shows. Back in the day, I was a AACA certified gold judge at 20 years old. And but you don't judge anything that harshly as far as the local shows these days. Just how clean the car is, how well it's presented. If people show up and they obviously haven't even wiped the motor off, things like that. It's that's and just overall presentation. It's if the car is everything from one component to the other blends well. That's a big thing. You go to a lot of shows and you see cars that look like they just kind of built them on the fly. It's like, okay, it's always nice to see somebody that plotted it out from A to B and, it all followed along. But yeah, for these kind of shows, you do that. For for the more official snobby club shows, you have to go by the their rule system, and everybody else has got a different judging system. AACA's got 1,000 point thing, CCCA's got 1,000 point thing. it gets a lot more picky with that. But around here, you very seldom get into that. It's just generally, how nice the car is and how well it shows and represents, and how much effort that the people went in to actually clean it.
Right.
Not really keen on the shows down here where they just hand the number out to everybody and say, okay, everybody here vote. Because then it becomes whoever brought the most friends gets the trophies, so.
Exactly.
So when she first started doing that, I said, you need judges actually, and you need judges that know the difference in a 427 Chevy and a 327 or what have you, because it's not to knock the local shows. I love the local shows, but a lot of them are judged by folks that they just bring people out of the youth group and let the kids pick, and whoever's got the prettiest color wins, So and again, if they got the chassis of the car cleaned, a lot of that, we looked at her show. That was one of the things I was hung up on. Nobody down there ever looks underneath a car. Yeah. And it's like, at least we're going to look under the car and see if it's, absolutely filthy and rusty, or somebody's actually taking the time to do something with it.
Yeah.
So.
What? Tell us a little bit about the car that's behind you right now.
Oh, that you got to get out here and play with that. That's
anytime, my friend. Somebody invites me to do car stuff. I hop in the car and go.
Have my people contact your people. We'll make it out. But yeah, that's Sophie. It's a 1929 Packard Dietrich club sedan. So we bought it from Porky Coker back in 2020, and it was restored in 1999 and 2000 up in St. Paul, Minneapolis. It's an all aluminum car except for the fenders and all that. And, two-time former Concours winner and Grand National AACA winner and all that kind of foolishness, but it's not real practical for Louisiana, though. I restored these kind of things for a fellow named Bobby Crump back in the early 80s. I'm driving Kudos and Challengers and all that stuff to work, and then I would get out and play with Pierce Arrows and L29 Cords and all that. So that's how we ended up getting back with the pre-war roots. But it's just it's 5,000 pounds. It's cable operated brakes. It's completely stone stock. I mean, there's not a reproduction part you can order for the car. So when something breaks, you just have to fix what you have. So
here's the game plan, Randy. I'm going to wear a chauffeur's hat, drive there, and I'll drive you around. That's good, because that's what that looks like that car needs to do.
Usually I'm the one wearing the hat and everybody else rides in the back, but yeah, if you can drive a dump truck, you can handle this easy. I mean, it really is fun.
Nice.
Riding in it is an absolute joy, but driving it will work you to death. Mm-hmm. It is. You got cable brakes, double clutching. You really can't downshift. There's no synchro in it. And then the wonderful thing about driving it down here is everybody just whips out in front of you like everything's got four-wheel ABS brakes. So. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's 116 horsepower, so it'll go 60, 65 miles an hour, but you got to stop the thing.
Yeah.
That's a problem. But it's got an interesting history and all that. We'll bore you with all that another time.
Yeah, well, and I certainly would love to feature it. My people will call your people, which means I'll call Elise. But and thanks for sharing about that. Elise, before we go, again, tell everybody name, date, time, and all that about your great car show coming up this weekend.
So we're having the Marche Back to School Bash this coming Saturday, September 6th from 9 to 2. It's at 30372 Eden Church Road at North Park. We'll have, the car show, vendors, kids zone, something for everybody to come on out.
Well, thanks for being our car show of the week and spending some Labor Day time with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, brother.
Soft be cool.